to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I am so sorry I don't have an intro filmed for you. I did try and film one, but unfortunately it just did not work out. I was very, very sick this past week and traveling to Canada on Friday, which is where I am now. So moving right on into the video, I am using the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Primer. And this is very similar to MAC Strobe Cream, except it is also a primer as well, and I am just blending that in with my fingers on all the high points of my face. Next, I'm taking my L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur Oil-Free Primer. That was a mouthful. And I am just going to add a little bit more to my face. This is just going to blur any imperfections, minimize pores, and all of that. My skin was just looking a little bit dull and dehydrated, and I wanted to blur that out completely. For my foundation today, I am going to be taking my Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation in the shade 1.2 and my L'Oreal True Match in W1, and just stipple that all over my face and blend it out with my damp beauty blender. This is kind of my go-to. I get a lot of compliments on how my skin looks when I wear this combination, and it just gives you the most perfect satin luminous finish, and it looks like very, very healthy skin. I love it so much. You should try it if you haven't already. To cover up anything my foundation didn't quite get, I'm taking my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in the shade NW15 and just popping that on the scars and just blemishes of my face. This covers very, very well. It is a full coverage concealer and it is really great. I've even covered up tattoos with it. And I'm just pressing that on with a brush and blending it out with a damp beauty blender again. Changing it up a little bit, for eyeshadow primer, I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, and I normally use the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, which I love. I just wanted to use something different. This is going to help with creasing and help your shadow last all night long. It is a really great one as well. To set the outer portions of my face, I am taking my Sigma large powder brush. You can use any powder brush you'd like, and my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. This powder is a constant repurchase. It is really, really great and very affordable. It's light enough for over foundation, so it's not going to look cakey, but it still does provide a little bit more coverage and a matte finish. You can go ahead and just put on some of your favorite lip balm just to prep the lips for the matte lipsticks we are going to be wearing. Going in with my probably favorite palette of all time, my Lorac Makeup Pro palette and the shade Fawn. If you don't have this palette, you can also use Bamboo by MAC Cosmetics. It is very similar to the color Fawn from the palette. We are just going to blend that back and forth with our Morphe S27 blending brush in our upper crease. And this is going to serve as a transition color, so everything is going to look nice and blended and flow seamlessly together. The next color I'm going to be using is the color Camel from the palette and my Sigma E25 blending brush. I'm just going to dust that back and forth in my crease to add a little more depth and dimension to the look. If you do not have this color, Saddle is a good alternative as well by MAC Cosmetics. For my lid, I'm going to be taking the Stila Kitten eyeshadow. This eyeshadow is so pretty. It looks good on all different skin tones. It just adds the perfect glow to the look, and I think it's perfect for holidays. If you have not tried Stila Kitten, please go get it because I guarantee you, you will love it. It's kind of like it has a cult following to it, and for good reason. And the brush that I am using is the MAC 242 Flat Shader. I did pack the pigment down dry, but now I'm going to mist my brush with some MAC Fix Plus and dipping it back in the shadow and pressing it onto my lid. This is going to add a more metallic finish to the eye and just make the color pop a lot more. Picking up that same Sigma E25 blending brush again with no additional product, I'm just going to dust that back and forth in my crease just to make sure that there are no harsh lines between the lid and the crease color. Picking up that same brush, I'm taking the color Sepia from the palette and dusting that in my crease as well, kind of slightly below that Camel color and over top of it, I guess. Another similar color is MAC Swiss Chocolate if you don't have the palette again. I'm trying to give you guys options over here if you haven't noticed. To deepen up my crease and smoke it out a little bit more, I'm taking my NARS Galapagos eyeshadow. This is my only NARS eyeshadow. I haven't found anything similar to this color. It's this beautiful dark brown with these gold flecks in it. The gold flecks doesn't really transfer onto the crease, so it's not like shiny or sparkly or anything. It just adds the perfect like glow into the crease, and they're so easy to blend. And my Morphe S12 vegan blending brush, I'm just going to add that into the outer V and keep it really low in the crease to just add a little bit more depth to the look. At any point in the look, if you feel that the lid color isn't as bright as it was originally, feel free to tap on some more of the Steal Kitten like I am doing now. It will just kind of bump everything up and make it look brighter like it was before. For concealer, I'm taking my MAC Prolongwear Concealer in the NW15 shade. Surprise, surprise, this is my fave, you know that, and I'm just highlighting all the high points of my face, under the eyes, in between my eyebrows, above the upper lip and chin, and blending that out with my damp beauty blender. To set all those areas, I'm taking the MAC Pro Emphasize Shaping Powder and my Real Technique setting brush. I love this brush for the under eye area because it really gets in any of those small spaces so well, and it just makes everything look super, super bright and beautiful. Here I am just lining my lower lash line, and I'm just really pressing that NARS Galapagos eyeshadow on my flat definer by Sigma, it is the E15, into that lash line. You can almost just tap it in, honestly, and just like little tapping motions, and you want to get it as tightly as possible. Now I'm taking my Morphe S20 vegan pencil brush, and we're just going to smudge that out a little bit. And then you can also pick up the color Camel or Fawn, one of the lighter colors, just to smoke it out a little further. For my winged liner, I am using the Inglot number 77 gel liner and my Makeup Geek bent liner brush. I do have a full video dedicated to winged liner. I will link it down below if you want to learn how I do it. So I'm just going to speed right through it in the meantime. For my waterline, I am taking the MAC Cosmetics Eye Kohl in the shade Costa Riche. It's a beautiful warm brown color. You can also use black if you want. I am just going to tightline with my LA Girl eyeliner in Very Black. And you can go ahead and just smudge out that Costa Riche color as well with that same pencil brush. Now give your lashes a coat of your favorite mascara. I am using the Makeup Forever mascara. I really like this one because the smaller end I can get right in my lower lashes with it. Dipping my MAC 208 angled brush into my Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade in dark brown, I am just going to draw a line underneath my brow and really trace that shape that I naturally have. And now going in with my upper part, I'm doing the exact same thing. So you're just kind of creating an outline for it first. Once you are done with your outline, go ahead and fill in the rest of the brow. You can pick up additional product if needed. Just make sure that your arch and the tail of the brow are a little bit darker than the front. That will give you a more natural look. When you get close to the front, just go ahead and flick the brush up and kind of mimic the hairs. You can comb out any of the excess product with a spoolie and give your brows a coat of brow gel. To highlight the brow, I am mixing the colors cream and white from the palette. You can use any brow highlight, any cream color, anything with shimmer, anything matte, it all works. The lashes I'm going to be using today are pretty dramatic, and I think they are just so beautiful and wispy. They are by New Bouncem Lashes, and they're in the style Devon Rex. They are faux mink lashes. Honestly, I can't really tell the difference in quality or even the feel and texture of them. They are really, really high quality, beautiful lashes. And I was extremely impressed with the result that they had given me. While I'm waiting for my glue to get tacky, I'm just using the regular Duo adhesive. You can use whatever glue you would like. I am just going to highlight the inner tear duct of my eye with the shade Vanilla from the palette. Now that my glue is tacky and I've waited my 30 to 60 seconds, I'm just going to press those as close to my natural lashes as possible without being on them. If you're too close and you're on them, you might rip out your natural lashes, which is never good. And once they are on there, you can go ahead and pinch the band with the tweezers or just press it against it like I am doing. And then that will ensure that they will not move or lift and they are down and on there. Now I'm just going to touch up my lash band with my NYC liquid eyeliner. And you can go ahead and give your lower lashes a coat of mascara if you haven't already. To contour, I'm using my MAC Cosmetics Harmony Blush. Let me know if you guys like this blush too. I just really like it. I think it's the most beautiful contour on a fair-skinned girl like myself, but I know a lot of people love it as a blush as well. And I'm just going to pop that onto the hollows of my cheeks, my forehead, and my jawline, and then we can blend it out with my Real Techniques blush brush. For a little bit more color and glow, I am adding my MAC Cosmetics bronzer in the color Golden, and I'm just kind of going over those spots. For blush today, I am using my Rockateur blush by Benefit, and this is just going to add a nice holiday glow to the cheek. It's not too pigmented, but it just adds a nice flush of color, and I've been really into it lately. To add a little bit more glow to the skin, I'm taking my Mary Luminizer by the Balm and tapping that along my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, above my upper lip, and my chin. This is going to give the most beautiful glow. If you like this one too, thumbs up the video. If you have anything that you think I should try and will love, I want to know because I'm totally open for new highlighters. I love them a lot. I do have 3 totally different lip options for you today. This look is very wearable with any lip option, literally. And before each color, I do use a little bit of lip primer. That's going to create a barrier between your lip and the lipstick, so everything's going to go on a lot smoother. Nothing's going to tug at the lip, and it is going to last all night long. The lip liner that I'm using right now is by MAC Cosmetics in the color Whirl. And the lipstick I chose is by NYX, and it is in the shade Summer Love, and it just gives the most beautiful nude color. I really love this combination. You can totally leave it like that, but I'm going to top it off with a gloss. This one is by NYX as well, and it is a butter gloss. This is a really great formula because it's not sticky and it literally glides on like butter, and this is in the color Fortune Cookie. Now that I have already primed my lips again, I'm going in with my second lip option, and this is kind of like a mauve color. I'm going in with my LA Girl Semi-Permanent Auto Lip Liner in the color Berries. Let me tell you, these totally are semi-permanent. I swatched my hand and it took hours to get off. Even after scrubbing it, it just would not come off. The lipstick I'm using is a liquid lipstick by Too Faced. This is in the shade Melted Fig. This is my go-to. I love this color. This is probably what I would wear if I was going to a holiday party. I love it a lot, and I think it's so flattering. I can eat or drink and it does not move. These liquid lipsticks are so good. For our third and final lip option, we are going to be doing a holiday red. First, I'm going to be lining my lips with the LA Girl lip liner in the shade True Red. Go ahead and fill your entire lip with this. That way, if you are eating or drinking, you're not just going to have that ring of red lip liner around your mouth and nothing else left on there. And the lipstick that I chose is MAC's Ruby Woo. I feel like everyone and their mom has this color. It is a beautiful color, don't get me wrong. And it's a retro matte, so make sure you use a lip primer, otherwise sometimes it kind of chunks up during reapplication, or you can see all the lines in your lips. So lip primer is necessary with this formula. Here is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and have a safe and happy holiday. I will see you in my next video. Bye! How funny is this? We can only have ornaments on the top half of the tree because of Kiki, the little terror that loves to rip them off and smash them. Don't even think about it, Mama. See, there she is, being bad. Kiki! Rye, what do you think of your sister? Rye, what do you think of your sister? She's bad.